Hey team, I've been working with Grasshopper for the last couple of days to try and solve a couple of the problems we had. So basically what Grasshopper is, it's a plugin for Rhino that gives you sort of parametric control over the things you're doing, allows you to write commands, if you want to call them that, for doing what it is you need to do. The one I'm working on at the moment allows you to very quickly lay out pave over any surface massively quickly with quite a lot of control. I suppose easier than to talk about it is just to do it. So I'm going to create a surface quickly using sweep 2, and I'm going to, so I've got a normal Rhino sweep 2 surface. I'm going to put some slashes in there because that's pretty bad angling. That's probably pretty much alright. Okay, so that's our surface. Then what this builder I've written is asking us for now, and how it works, is it wants to know what is the surface, what is the setting, which is that little 4-claw guy over there, and what is the gem, which is that little gem over there. So I'm going to give it the surface for now. Okay, set one surface. Alright, and then I'm going to start with the gem. Start with lower numbers, because you've got to figure out what you're doing right. I'm going to go about there somewhere. And I'm going to set a gem inside this. So I'm going to grab that gem and I go set one mesh. Right, so you can see how quickly that laid out an array of gems over that surface, following the surface all the way around. For this video I'd like to pump out a lot of them, so I'm going to go back up there into the 80s or 90s. Now you can see what happens. This is along its length and this is along its width. So of course, as you're getting bigger, you may need to adjust the width to compensate for what's in the length, because some of your gems are not going to be round. Okay, you can see over here there's quite a bit of distortion. All right, you're never going to win with a pave that flows everywhere. So in this case, our setters may need to go. You need slightly bigger stones in that area over there. What we try to do is find a midpoint and go, all right, well, we need more of this. Go in there and pack it in a bit more. Alright, those gems are now starting to look more even all the way across. I wish I had a parameter that told me how many gems were coming out of here in total. I don't know, I have no idea. Somewhere I'm pretty sure is a parameter. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that. So the next point in this is we need to give it a setting to work with. Okay, so there's the setting. We're going to go in here and we're going to go set one mesh, give it a second, and bomb. It's laid out that setting everywhere. Okay, so the thing to remember now, I'm just going to turn off the settings to try and make this a little bit faster and disable that control for now. The thing to remember that this is Grasshopper, so it's parametric because it was built on that surface. If you turn on that surface edit points, let's grab those few over there and let's pull them out this way. See what's happened? As you pull this around, your gems will follow the surface automatically. Okay, so if you made that go up, for example, let's turn on that. Okay, so it'll work its way around. That's very powerful. It's far more powerful than you can even imagine while you're watching this video. Okay, I'm just going to go back to our standard shape. Oops, too far back. Right. Okay, so we've got our gems back. Let's turn our settings back on. Right, so the last thing to do is, of course, we need to have geometry we can work with. So we've got to bake it, which is the term that these guys are using. So I'm going to bake the settings onto layer 1, and I'm going to group them. Okay, and when that's done, we're going to bake our gems onto layer 2 and group them as well, so we can render or do whatever it is we're going to do with them. And essentially, for all intents and purposes, the Grasshopper part of the script is closed. We can close it. Right, so that surface we can hide, and we now have our geometry, all our gems, everything ready. So if we turn off layer 2, which is red layer, which was purple layer, which was the gems. Let's turn that off. Okay, equal can see what we have. Let me render that. What we have is a structure ready to grow that has thousands and thousands of stones. I don't even want to guess how many objects are in there. I've got to divide by 4. Let's show the gems. Grab the gem layer. Is that possible? Okay, it's just processing to tell us how many gems are in there. I can't believe that's 1,200. Okay, well, it must be. Give it a second to finish doing. I'm going to pause while it's doing a what. Okay, what doesn't want to work with that many items. What I'm going to do with the purple layer. So I'm going to select them. I'm going to ungroup them. And then select them. Yep, 1,200. Okay, you can't see what I'm looking at. It's 1,296 stones laid out in that pave. Okay, I don't know how many people have built a pave that big or that quickly on a generative surface. All right, 1,296 gems laid out. Your surface is ready to build. Go to the grower. Damn powerful, guys. So we need to work on what we think we can use this for, and I'll build some script for you. Okay, cheers, Chris out.